it compelled to in motion. Now it is in motion. Now it is in motion. So that's why first law can be notated as F net is equal to 0. F net is equal to 0. That means if cannot F net force, if cannot apply any force on the object either in rest or in motion, automatically the F net becomes 0. F net becomes 0. In this position only the body object is in rest position or in state of motion. Object in motion or in state of rest. So that's why F net becomes 0. This is the first law of motion. First law of motion. First law of motion. What first law explains? That means that whenever the body, every object remains should be in rest position or in state of motion unless we compel to change its position by applying some force on it. That means in these places all these are the examples. This is the caroms, this is the books, array of books, this is the football example. That means all these can explain only about the static and dynamic inertia. Suppose in this position basically they are in static inertia, they always tries to be in rest position only. When I apply some force by the striker, automatically they will get compelled with each other and the force can be interchanged by itself and move the last one to the hole. In this example also, this is the vertical stuff of books are there, but I need only one of which, so that's why I pulled it by as much as I can, as much as I force applied on it. So that's why remaining should be stay at the same position. They cannot fall down. They cannot fall down. They always try to be in rest position only. Rest position only. But in this case also, I placed a football on the ground. It is tries to be the rest position initially. But when I apply some kick by force, by applying some force, automatically it moves down. When it is rolling on the ground, automatically due to the gravitational force, due to the frictional force, it comes to slow down. So that is known as a static inertia and dynamic inertia. Next, what is inertia, sir? You might be get what is inertia, sir. Already I have given some terminology, laws of motion. This is the first law in which we get the inertia. So okay, let's see about the inertia. Let's see the definition of the inertia. So which is easy to push, either car or bicycle? Absolutely, it is easy to push. Bicycle is easy than that of car pushing. Why? That is called inertia. Inertia means it is a state of matter. It is a state of matter which can resist, means it does not allow any change, which can resist state of motion or rest. It is a state of matter which can resist. Resist means it can oppose. It does not allow a rest body into the motion or motion body into the rest. Resist, state of motion or rest. So it can be measured. It can be measured by its mass. Just now we have seen an example. Suppose if I take a car like this, it has some trouble. I can take some bicycle. Like this. This is the bicycle, this is the car. Which is easier to pull? So this is easier to pull. Why? Its mass is less, but its mass is high. So that's why for pushing a car we need more force. By pushing a bicycle we need less force. So that is why it can resist its state of motion or rest. It can be measured by its mass. So that's why this SI unit is, what is the SI unit of mass? Already we know in the fundamental units, that is the kg. Depending upon the weight, we can measure the inertia. That means it's the state of matter which can resist state of motion or rest. It can be measured by its mass, SI unit of mass. Okay, we can go with another example. Suppose if I take a long wooden box and a small wooden box, I can apply same force on which can easy to move. The small one easy to change its position very easily by applying the same force, but it requires more force than that of the small one. Okay, that means inertia is depending upon its mass, clear? Okay, next to free body diagram. Next thing is the free body diagram. Free body diagram means when all net forces are applying, net force means when all forces are acting on only a body. Suppose I want to apply some force, that is the F, but automatically frictional force. If I place a body on some horizontal surface, I want to apply some force on which automatically some frictional force against will act. So this is the weight, this is the normal force. Whenever the body is steadily moving, automatically F net becomes 0. F net becomes 0 means F minus F is equal to 0. This is the force of friction, force applied by someone, that is the force of friction. Whenever the force applied and force of friction is equal to 0, the body must stay in position of the rest. Whenever the force applied and force of friction are equal, so automatically when I send this F to that side, automatically it becomes like this. That means whenever the force applied is equal to the frictional force means the body which can oppositively acting force to the force applied is known as a frictional force, is equal. That means they both have equal magnitude but opposite in direction. Suppose this is the 10 Newton, this is also 10 Newton. Which side does it move? No, it itself stays here itself. Why? Because they are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. If same strength of two cores or axes are fighting each other, which can win? No, there is no result. So that's why there is no result. So that's why F net becomes 0. This is the first law of motion. In next class, we will see about the second law of motion, next to third law of motion. Thank you. Please write a notes for the 9th class students, all of you. Okay, thank you.